The meaning and symbolism of a dahlia flower is to draw upon inner strength to make a lasting change in one's life and to chart your own path.
And it said, faith is not knowing God can, but faith is believing He will.
Once I made the decision that, yeah, this is what I was going to do, doors have opened left and right, and just constant validation that this is the right path. Through years of counseling, began to develop a passion for women who felt like they were trapped in situations that they couldn't get out of, or they didn't feel like they deserved better. My dream became to have a wedding and reception venue where I could employ women who were struggling to get on their feet. And over the years, that kind of developed into women who were recovering from domestic violence and then human trafficking. I did a GoFundMe when I had a few weddings coming up, and I wanted to hire some women and wanted to have the money to pay them for on-the-job training. And so it helps them supplement their income to help make ends meet. We also try to encourage them to get into counseling, connected to all the social resources that are available, the food stamps, the social services. I've gone to court with some of them with charges that they needed to face. And the biggest thing though for me is I feel like until we have a house, we can't do a whole lot. The amount of help we can get is very limited. But once we can have a housing model where they know that they're safe, they have a place to sleep, and they're not struggling to make rent, and we can really focus on mental and emotional and physical health and really work on some in-depth healing.
When you're the most honest with yourself and you believe what we said in the beginning, you are fearfully and wonderfully made.
We have 3 women that have gotten out in an apartment of their own. They're maintaining their bills. They have jobs. One just called me yesterday and just got a job as a caregiver for a geriatric patient. I have one girl that worked with us for about 10 months. She is now on her own. I think she's married by now and has moved on to a new life. But for a lot of them, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. One of the big successes, though, more than getting jobs, is when that aha moment happens and they realize that their life is valuable and their life has meaning, that it's not tied to how much money you make. It's not tied to what your past is. It is tied to the fact that you are a human being and a child of God, and you are loved exactly like you are.
So when I first got with Gail, I didn't have anywhere to go, you know, and Gail put me up in her condo, you know, and so it took me like a good 2 hours to really process the fact that this lady didn't want anything from me. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't expecting me to clean her condo. She wasn't expecting me to massage her, nothing. She just wanted to make sure that I was safe. So that was foreign to me, because I had never really had anybody else care about my well-being like that. It was disconcerting and I was confused and I didn't trust her as far as I could throw her, because everybody that's ever been nice to me or everybody that's ever tried to help me has messed me over or left me. Everything that I've been through in Charlotte, Gail has been there. I know that at the end of the day, without a doubt, that if I needed something, she was there. She's like my Charlotte mom. She got me into my first apartment. I've never had any, my own place, ever. I'm a felon. My credit is shot. I have tons of misdemeanors on my record. And Gail was able to just get the girl to accept me without a second look. She was like, well, we're gonna give it a shot. She's got so many amazing connections with people, but she doesn't use them to help herself. She uses them to help other people. Gail is somebody who may not have been trafficked, but she's somebody who's been through some stuff. It makes it easier to talk to her and easier to understand why she has the heart for this that she does. She took care of it for me, I wouldn't have been able to. I don't know.